I am Honorable Richard Idike.
Good day, Honorable Commissioner, and thank you for granting us this audience. I'm Akoma Precious from Ebonyi People TV. So, sir, as the Commissioner of Sports, what plans are in place to improve sports infrastructure across the states to facilitate better training and competition?
Thank you. The Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Ebonyi State. Yes, it's barely 2 months now that this government came on board, and within the 2 months, you can see that with the activities we have started, you can see that the government is ready to make sure that sports activities in the state comes in line with the governor's idea of keeping the youth busy. Before now, a few weeks after I was swearing in as a commissioner, governor approved the competition that we kicked off last Saturday. That's the Governor's Cup, and it is first in the history of Ebonyi State that such thing happened within the given time, within 2 months of the new government.
Okay.
That demonstrates that His Excellency really wants to make sure that youths are part of the system. And with that, we have so many other programs we are about folding up to make sure that activities of sports, all kind of events in sports section is working in line with national sports games. This competition, by God's grace, will end by the first week of September, and thereafter, within the same September, maybe 3rd week of September, we'll start a school sports festival.
Quite interesting.
Which will involve the secondary school and primary school in all sports events, both football, track events, boxing, swimming. Just name any type of sports. Those ones will come immediately by the middle of September, that the school must have been open for first time. Why we've not started that now is because of the holidays. That is part of what we are pipeline to make sure that sports events are going on in Ebonyi State. At the same time, we are, as government, the governor have directed that we establish school academy, which is an idea where we'll get our talented youths to train them. We harness them from all these events we are going to back on. We harness our youths that are talented to any kind of games, then we will now give them an enabling environment to make them, perfect in the wing they want to act on. So that will go a long way to make our youths, or bring up the talented youths in sports activities.
Okay, sir, if I heard you clearly, you said that this Governor's Cup will run for a period of 1 month.
Yes.
After which there will be more like a school sporting activities.
Yes. That is secondary school sports festival.
Yeah, and that's it. That's the way of this government inculcating sporting activities in school curriculum.
Yes.
All right, sir. Considering the significance of women's empowerment in sports, what step is taken to encourage the sports female athletes?
Yes, the school sports festival is not only for men; it's for both female and male. So that is to say that they are doing the same thing with men. They are carried along at the same time. So we are not separating female or male, because both of them will be taking part in that particular game. Meanwhile, the government equally have plans of making sure that all the schools in Ebonyi State, is being revived to start having inter-house sports in every school, to make it compulsory in every school that inter-house should start by 2nd term of the school academy.
Yes.
So 2nd term, the government have the plans that all the schools will start having their inter-house like before. That will make the grassroots to be part of what we are doing.
Okay, sir. From these few answers, I can perceive that this government already has the youth's interest at heart when it comes to sporting activities, because youths are majorly interested in sports. So, sir, are there any plans to host major sports events in Ebonyi State? And if so, how would the government ensure that the success of organizing and promoting those events?
Well, all these competitions we are having now is for us to harness those that will build the state club as before. You know, we had Ebonyi Angels Football Club under professional division, and that is what Ebonyi wants to do. And once we have such club, it means we'll be playing home and away, indirectly hosting our visiting teams when we'll be playing home. And that will make, the system to come back to line what it was before.
Yes.
Ebonyi Angels and Ebonyi Queens was both clubs that Ebonyi had. Government was sponsoring it, perfectly. Just before the government decided to do away with it, the former governor before the last governor that left.
So, sir, does the government have any plans to make sports a part of tourist attraction to the state?
Yes, it should be. You know that this Olympic stadium, by the time we finish it, it will be a tourist center because all facilities in sports will be there. So the former governor have laid foundation, and you know that government is like, when you are running race.
Yes.
When you meet your colleague, you hand over the baton. So the baton have been handed over to a youth that knows what youth needs. So, and I believe that he will continue from where the former government stopped.
All right, sir. Are there any sporting development programs aimed at engaging and nurturing young talents?
Really, I've said it before that we want to, have what they call sports academy. That place is where you nurture even people under 15.
Yes.
And people above 15 for greater tomorrow. That is where you now see the young ones that has the talent. Government will give them an enable environment to develop their talents.
Okay, sir. Finally, what message would you like to convey to the youths of Ebonyi State to encourage them to actively participate in sports and physical activities for a healthy and brighter future?
Yes, my advice is that as a youth, you should understand that your life or the way you act will give the result of what you will be in future. So, if you lay a foundation well, your future will be bright. So, I encourage them that school is not everything. Education is not everything. Some people like Kalwan for them, J.J. Culture them, that they are not professors in education. But today, they are stars. So, like Water, who has broke the Guinness record of, entertaining people 130 hours. That is talent. So, I encourage youths that everybody should develop his talent to know what God has created him to be. And now it's when you develop it, you now look for enable environment. You ask for assistance for you to now develop the talents. So, I encourage them. Smoking weed, Indian help. Taking all these hard drugs cannot help any youth. Instead, you will lavish your life. So, but once you are busy, you are not crime. You will not have the mind of, committing crimes and whatever. So, I encourage youth to find something to keep them busy, for future.
All right, sir. So, sir, the sports package you made mention of for the schools, primary and secondary school, is it only limited to primary and secondary school, or are the university students also not included?
For now, it's limited to secondary school and primary school. We want to catch them young.
Okay. Yeah.
When you catch them young, their brain is still very active. University section, they can play for club. Because they are all matured. Yes.
Okay, sir. The Olympic Stadium, is it also part of the plan in the budget of this government
Yes.
regarding sports.
Yes. The governor have even directed that he wants to see the extent of work done and see the proposal for the next step of it. You know, that stadium, it is not something you just walk straight.
Yes.
It is when you do the first
stage,
you enter another stage.
Yes.
And that is, Rome was not built in a day.
Of course.
So with time, we'll finish the stadium. In fact, the government of Right Honorable Francis Ogbonnawifu have made commitments that that stadium must complete within his tenure. So effort is being made to start work there.
That's a good one. Okay, thank you for this session, sir. We can see already that this government is aimed at establishing the youth. It has the youth at heart. Thank you for this session.
Not only the youth, even the adults, because before December, we're organizing paramilitary competition where all the paramilitary will take part in that competition, both police, customs, NDA, except only soldiers will not be part of it.
Okay.
Only military men.
SNL.
Other service will be part of the competition.
Okay.
That is to, make the elders too.
Yes, inclusive in the government.
Yes, it is in our plan too. Yes.
So would the paramilitary be limited to only Ebonyi State, or will other states be included?
Yes, for now, it will be limited within our state. For now. I know that they used to play something like that in national tournaments.
Yes.
So that will mean that after our own, we will now select the strong, good players from there, or people that will represent us outside the state. So that one will be after the competition.
All right, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session.
You're welcome.
It was nice having this talk with you, sir.